Well, today I'm down and sitting on the steps of the Swedish embassy. It's a great place down, like in Georgetown, if you know Washington, down by the river, Potomac River, which has the crew rowing boat house here for Georgetown University. Maybe other universities have crews here too, but they all practice down here. And there's a whole bunch of restaurants and a little like beachish, with a whole bunch of restaurants and places to hang out. I hope you hear me better today. I'm using my laptop again, like I did yesterday, but I think it was terrible yesterday. You couldn't hear anything. And I have a little mic, with a fuzzy ball on it too. I thought would help, but I was playing with it before I came out today. Maybe you saw my test mics, and I'm not sure. It doesn't seem to work all the time, so I'm not going to use that now. But I do want to talk about Google, and really, how you have to use that very sparingly. I mean, it's a great thing. There's nothing to me like it, even the other search engines, but I'm biased. So all those search engines, because if you're looking for money really to solve problems, like to start a career or pay for something or get out of debt or start a business or housing or any of those things, paying for your education, paying those pesky bills, you have to get grants because you can't pay the rent, things like that. Google is not a good place to start. And that's why I started Let's Go Help. It's a place, Google makes money by selling advertising. So everything on there, not everything, but 90% or more of the stuff that's on there are people who are buying advertising. So, and the people who are giving away free money don't have money to spend on advertising, particularly government programs. They're not allowed to, So that's why everybody on Google pays money to find you, okay? So they're paying Google a lot of money to find you because you have a problem. So if you have a problem, you're going to say, hey, I need money to do something. So when you say that, then all the people who have an alternative, like cheap money or some special services that will find you something or things like that, they're going to advertise to be able to find you. So when you put in that that problem you have, you're going to find people are going to find you to have you sell you something because you have that problem. Okay, makes sense, right? Absolutely. That's why you have to be very careful. I mean, to me, Google is when you know of an organization that's giving money, like going to the SBA.gov. Okay, well, that's fine. If you want to go to the Google and find the SBA, fine. But if you want to go to Google and look for a business grant, you're going to find 90 million websites that are going to do that. And most of them are going to sell you something, because they have to pay Google. So it's the name of the game. There's no way around it. You can't get away from it. So that's why Google is for rich people, people who don't need money. Just like banks. Banks say, we're here if you need money, right? You try to get money out of a bank if you don't have money. No, banks are for people who have money, right? Google's for people who have money. So that's why the opportunities to me are in government offices, nonprofit organizations that give money and help to solve your problems. See, that's why to me, 99% of the people in Google are there because they want to get money from you. See, what I want to do is educate America about how to find those sources that give money to people. And they're out there. Sure, they're not going to be as easy to find because the people that are easy to find are the people looking for you. And that's the people who want to get your money are easy to find because they're looking for you. The people that give you money are hard to find because they don't have money to advertise. So that's why it takes special work. That's why if you join Let's Go Help or even Let's Go Reports. Now, anybody who on Let's Go Help gets all the reports for free. Let's Go Reports is just a way for people who don't want to subscribe to anything and get the information we have. But all those reports are available for free for people who are subscribers to Let's Go Help. And that's $20 a month. So that's why for $5 you can get a report. $5.95 actually. to start learning the system. And then see there's website, all the websites are in those reports that are in the business of giving out money or help to solve your problem. Like a lot of people say, well, you don't have applications. Well, you have to contact the office for applications. Applications change daily, websites change, all this stuff changes daily. But what I show you are those organizations that are in business to get money and help to you to solve your problem, whether it's to train for a new job or to pay your mortgage or pay your rent or things like that. And see, people in Google, are trying to get money from you. So every website, like on Let's Go Help or in the reports, every website there gives you money, does not ask for your money. So remember that, because that's what I am all about, helping America find out what the options are to Google. Google doesn't show you those options because it's difficult for them to do it. What they would love to have Google do is have a separate site with all those websites that don't want to get money from anybody. And they're not going to do that because they have investors that want to get money. And then the investors only get paid if somebody gives Google money. And the people who give Google money are advertisers. And the people who advertise are the people that want to get money from you so they can pay Google. Makes sense? Well, I've been studying this stuff for 40 or 50 years. So, it's very clear to me, but, I'm indoctrinated now after just trying to find all these websites that all they do is give out money. And when our whole country is based on websites that get money from you, right? And so that doesn't help the people who are struggling. The people who are struggling don't have extra money to give to somebody. They need help to improve their lives. So that's what I'm trying to do, is find you money sources. I spend 24, well, I don't, I sleep. And I'm an easy sleeper, and I sleep, at least 8 hours a day. It's pretty easy for me. No worries. I worry all the time, to tell you the truth, but they're a different kind. And it's fun. And I can't wait to wake up in the morning just to help you find a source of free money and help that will solve some problem for you. And that's why Google is not the place to find that. It's a good place if you know exactly the name of the website that you're looking for, then you could find it. If you're not sure where to go, it's not good for starting to do research on something. You just get too overwhelmed. Even my stuff, you want to buy a house or fix up a house. I show you 150 organizations where you live that give money and help to buy your house. But now you only have 150 people, 150 websites to figure out. Google will give you 9 million, and my 150 websites are none of them charge you money. Okay. So that's the other thing. You got 9 million and you got 899 million people that want to get money from you. All my websites, none of them charge you money. That's why people say, oh, you give me so much problems or whatever. I'm sorry, but that's how many people are giving out money for your problem. And there are different requirements for each. So that's what you have to do. It's like getting a job or getting a date. You have to go through the process. You try, and you learn by trying, because all of us are different. So we have to see what our requirements are, how they fit in, and just going through and failing will help you refine how to use the system. So for me to prejudge what you really are, I can't do that. So what I do is show you all the possibilities. Here's all the single women, here's all the single men. You got to figure out, I'm not showing you, 9 million men and only 1 million are single, or 500 are single, in there, and you got to find them. No, every person I show you is looking for a date. Whether they go out with you or not, that's a different story. And you got to figure that out. So that's what this is like. And unfortunately, there's no, we live in a society of information overload. All I could do is cut it down for you. I can't zero in and hit the nail on the head because all these things are a little too complicated for them. It's like a dating. I mean, all the single women, oh, this one's for you. Maybe, maybe not. So you have to figure that out. And in figuring that out, you learn the system better. You learn how to use the system better. You learn what's important. Maybe you're asking the wrong questions. If you said, "Hey, I want a fourplex, not a single," I could get a lot more money. See what I mean? So you're asking the wrong question. So that's why, in a general sense, I try to help you refine your focus to what is out there. So you need somebody. I feel like I'm a scout in the military. I'm going out and scouting what's out there, and then the Army comes in and does the job. So you're the Army. You got to win this war for yourself. I tell you, hey, okay, this is over here, here. You go out, I can figure it out, okay? And that's what I am. All I could do is be your scout, Tonto, the Long Ranger, and his faithful Indian companion, Tonto. There was an old joke back in the 50s before we were racial sensitive, and there was a story about a Lone Ranger and Tonto or riding in the wherever they live, and all of a sudden Indians show up on the east, Indians show up on the west, Indians show up on the north, Indians show up on the south, and Lone Ranger turns to Tonto and says, "Looks like we're in trouble, Tonto." And Tonto turns to the Lone Ranger and says, "What do you mean we, white man?" Boy, is that racist or not? I don't know anymore. You can't tell if the Indians are offended with that or not. It certainly tells the story. So that's it. Be careful using Google. One of the tips in using Google, only look at anything that's a .gov, G-O-V, or .org, O-R-G, because that will eliminate anybody looking for money. And sometimes they are, but your chances are a lot, like 90% better. They're not 100% better. They're 90% better that you're not going to get somebody who wants to get money from you. If you just, if you use Google and search, make sure you only look at .gov for government and .org for nonprofit. Okay. That's the lesson for today. I'm sure old Babblemouth will be here again tomorrow. I study this stuff all day and I just explode with stuff. I can't wait to get up in the morning to try to let people know, because maybe it could help somebody. I mean, what I know can help somebody, I'm going to keep trying to find stuff to maybe help somebody who doesn't know about it. And I'll do that till I die or till I can't talk or whatever. And it gets closer. I mean, at 78, I see, I can't run anymore. And it's not the bones or the muscles. They're working fine. It's the mind. The mind doesn't work fast enough. It doesn't transmit to the bones what to do or the body. So, and forgetfulness, yes. So if I forget to do stuff, just I say, and that's why when you start Let's Go Help and ask me a question, the best way to ask a question is you start a new discussion with your question. I answer every discussion on Let's Go Help. And you ask me a question. And if you don't hear in 48 hours, that's when you start yelling at me. "Hey, let's go, you old fart, you forgot me." Just start yelling at me. Same with emails or anything. Man, give me 24 hours because I have lots of stuff I want to get through today. But I also want to try to help as many people as I can before I die. And that to me will never leave my mission statement. That's why I'm here. See you soon.